How you guys doing? I'm Andy with My Social Trades.
And I'm Sarah.
And today we got 5% on one of our accounts, the entire account, and we got
2.2%.
2.2% on our margin account, the
Yep.
entire account. So we did pretty good today, but I can't say this has been the best week. We're not doing bad, but some crazy stuff had happened. I went all infantile on one of my trades, and I decided that I was going to get as strategic as I could with it and started working a basket of trades to sort of offset, that particular trade just in case things didn't work out there.
Yeah.
And so far it seems to be working out great.
So far.
And we are positive on the month. We're positive on the week. And it's unbelievable.
It's actually a pretty great week, really.
Yeah, it's a pretty great week, and it's about to get better. I know it is because some of these positions are still working for me. But I closed out some positions this morning, and that's basically what we had been calling out. We've gotten some new trades and closed those out, but we also had some trades that we were working in that basket too. So had to get ourselves out of that mess, and I'm just glad that I'm able to do that. Honestly, I'm really thankful.
Yeah, because it could, you never know these.
This is like playing chess. You really have to offset your risk in some positions with others, and if not, you're just leaving yourself out, exposed. I remember one time when I was a little kid, my brother and his best friend decided that they were going to. I got kicked out of the house in my birthday suit.
Oh.
Yeah. And then just as I was thrown out the door, by the way, we were all little kids, and the girl that I had a crush on, she was this really pretty blonde girl named Tanya. She comes right around the corner and she sees me out there and she goes like this. And anyways, that's how I felt when I got stuck in that ridiculous trade that I had taken. I'd taken a second trade in GNMK, and it was a very stupid trade, but it turned out to be a very good trade.
Right, it did. It turned out to be a very good trade in the end.
So yeah,
a little bit of sweating,
but anyways, yeah, I was stuck out in the cold there for a minute. Now I'm back. Now I'm good.
Yeah, and well, GNMK, their news was good enough because a lot of coronavirus stocks are going on. So GNMK is a company that does make test kits, and they sent some off to the CL whatever labs. So
yeah, to be tested. Yeah.
Right.
And
so
could get some news, I guess, of some rapid approval there.
Hopefully.
Whatever that's called, and that
the
would
FDA.
Probably. Because it hasn't really caught the volume bug at all.
Yeah, not really.
This thing has been totally...
But it's been holding up. For the past 3 days, it's been trading up on small volume, but it's been doing it, so...
Yeah, so basically, it's one of those ones where, whoever's trading it, whoever's the one bringing it up, they're, the only one in the room.
Yeah.
And if any of us get in there, it's crickets, anything can happen. There's just there's no momentum. There's nothing really holding you up other than the will of whoever's trading this thing for whatever purposes they're bringing it to where they're bringing it, and I don't think that it's a bunch of retail traders doing it. I don't think that we have a bunch of retailers that are slowly bringing this up, because if that was the case, an institution could just slap their wad of cash right over that and just hold it there, or begin to push down whatever.
Right.
We have to understand that being the smaller guy in the market, you're the smaller guy in the market.
Right.
So
exactly. So I guess we'll start with yesterday. We traded ZSAN.
Yeah, ZSAN yesterday. ZSAN totally dumped today. I think had an offering or something.
Yeah, they did an offering. Yesterday they came out with news that they announced FDA acceptance of a 505(b)(2) new drug application for Quetiapine for the acute treatment of migraine.
And then BIOC also, I had closed that out right at the top almost, or could have been at the top.
Oh yeah,
65 cents or something. I think it went to 67.
And see, but BIOC, they had news yesterday that they got a 9.7% passive stake.
Yeah, passive stake.
And then today they come out with, after we sold it, with a $16 million or 16 million share common stock offering at 41 cents.
Yeah, this thing just started to get destroyed in this offering. I thought, man, I should watch this for the bounce. But then this other action, this morning was just action-packed everywhere across the board. Everything started moving. Even garbage that had been pushed down for a while, but it was in a nice consolidation, started moving back up a little bit. Just a lot of stocks moving this morning, popping. Great stuff. And so pretty much I took my profit and I got out of there and wish that I would have kept it up for the bounce, because that was a really nice bounce on BIOC from that offering.
Yeah, it was a good bounce.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been a beautiful trade, and unfortunately, I left that, but it's okay, because we're doing pretty good today. This is an amazing day.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get numbers like Sarah, so Sarah's like teaching me well, guys.
Yeah. And then also another thing we traded, which we closed out today, was HTBX, which came out with more news today. Yesterday news that he was on TV in North Carolina or something. Today came out saying that he is doing a research collaboration with the University of Miami to develop vaccines to protect against coronavirus, and he's going to be on TV again today.
Yeah, so
the CEO.
That CEO is definitely trying to get as much airtime as he can to let people know about whatever he's got going on, but it's not really much that he told anybody last night.
Right, it's not. It's nothing that we didn't already know about.
Yeah, so we got to watch that one and hope that it, maybe he'll say something.
Right, yeah, because
better.
he was on last night. He didn't say a word about the thing with the Miami University. That's a secret until, we don't know about this stuff.
Right, yeah. So, just have to keep an eye on that. I had my suspicions definitely that this thing was going to pop.
Yeah,
and
it popped pretty good today too.
And it popped pretty good, especially on that new news, on the old news, and
right.
Who knows?
So that was an awesome trade. We made we got 24% alone on that trade.
But I guess a lot of people are angry because they're actually going to get tested and they're being told they can't get tested. And then I heard some news, maybe CNBC posted this, that they're now loosening restrictions in New York on getting tested for the coronavirus, COVID-19.
Right.
And I heard COVID-19 means corona virus, disease, 2019.
Right.
So anybody who's, I had somebody trying to correct me on saying the coronavirus, it's all it means. It means coronavirus disease 2019.
Right, exactly. That's all it means.
So anyway you want to say it, guys, go ahead and say it.
And novel means new. Novel coronavirus.
Yeah, no.
Right, so it's a new, not old.
And if maybe we can go into cyclical bear market and secular.
Yeah. Okay, and then another thing you traded today was OPK. They had some news that they are another one that is going to introduce coronavirus tests.
Yeah, OPK popped on this news, just because everything else was popping. I didn't really trust this position, trust this stock, but I got in there. I got my profit really quick, got out. As soon as I got out, this thing dumped all the way back to bottom. Then I saw it basically come all the way back up to at least real body high. I don't know where it went from there because I just left. I wasn't really concerned about keeping up with OPK from there. Like if they do anything, it's just this is a very unsafe stock in my opinion where it's at. It would need to get a lot more momentum.
It would be, I wonder if that's something to watch for in the future, but who knows? I don't know.
Honestly, I really, for me trading this way, I really have to be disciplined to be able to let these things go if they turn against me even the slightest, because as you see, dumping all the way back down to the bottom, that is not acceptable.
Exactly, not acceptable at all.
Yeah, and then, this is why I tell you guys that I assess my max risk on every play. And the other one with that halt that I was telling you, GNMK on that second trade, I didn't assess my max risk. I mean, I sort of did because it's, sort of instinct at this point. But I didn't in the way that I was only looking to the upside. I wasn't thinking about the losses that I could take. I was only thinking about how much I could make. I mean, I was totally going back into beginner land, like just pretty ridiculous stuff. And I have to remain disciplined, not do that. And just like this with this trade, this is a very precarious trade. As you see, going all the way back down to the beginning, that is horrible. It doesn't matter where it goes from there, because like when you're in there and it goes back down to the bottom, you're not going to hang out and be like, oh, it's going to pop back to the top again. In fact, it's probably not going to pop to the top again until you let it go. Then it's going to pop to the top again.
Right.
Because, I mean, whoever has the big money that's moving these positions, they can wait for you. They're not in a hurry.
Right.
That's another thing. Like, we got to keep in mind that sometimes you grab a stock at a really good spot, like on a pullback, and then all of a sudden it just goes flat and stays there at that pullback. And you can hold it 3 days and it'll stay there at that pullback. Then as soon as you let it go, it might work a day and a half and just sort of bounce around there, and then it pops. Because, whoever has that big money that's moving this position, they can totally weigh this out. They don't really need to pop at that moment.
Yeah.
It's the only thing they need to do is catch us little flies,
Right.
So it's all about fishing.
Yeah, exactly.
And flies now. I guess we're fly fishing, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, some pretty great stuff in the green. Looking like we're about 0.5% on all accounts for the entire month so far. So 0.5% on all accounts the entire month. That's pretty good. I don't mind.
Right. Pretty nice. Yeah.
I haven't worked out the absolutes on these numbers, but that's about the guesstimate right now. And yeah, this like fever thing, and then waking up and like having sort of a sore throat and like phlegmy, and you know, it just brings me back to the days that I was hospitalized for pneumonia. It's like I do not want to go back there.
Never had pneumonia, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
I was standing in formation in the Army. My fever, I believe, was 104.3, and I guess my drill sergeant said that I looked like I was totally sick, like dead, like dead. I was just like, you know, it was bad. I was about to fall over, and then they sent me down to the medic, and they put me in the hospital, and then, you know, apparently I almost died. They called my parents and stuff. I don't know, a lot of stuff like that, but I don't remember none of that. It was just a good visit to the hospital.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know, maybe good to get out of some of the formations and take a break for a moment.
A little bit of a break, nice.
Yeah, I don't know if a break with 104 fever is a good break, but you know, got to look on the bright side.
Right.
I do remember that it took me about like 7 hours of sitting in a hospital waiting room before they even admitted me or did anything to me. So that was like horrible. Yeah, that was, and you know, nothing against. Yeah.
Well, hey, that happens in the normal emergency rooms.
Yeah, we're not trying to say this to like bash anything, you know, especially like there's some amazing hospitals in the military, and I've had some pretty good care at the VA as well.
Yeah.
Know, everything has its problems, and
Exactly.
you know, that day it was a very busy hospital.
Oh, yeah, because those busy days, the waiting rooms are packed, and they usually take the ones that are in serious need first, though.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, hopefully this doesn't get any worse, and we can continue to come out here and make this profit every day, bring our videos out to you guys, and let you know anything that we know, and let's just keep growing the market.
Yes.
So, anyways, thanks for joining us. I'm Andy, my Soldier.
Yep, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to like
and
and subscribe.
I'm Sarah, too.
Yes, she's Sarah, too. Oh, hold on. Forgot to tell you guys, SINT, DYNT yesterday.
Oh, yeah, the crap.
Grabbed really small positions in this garbage, started looking at other things, and didn't come back to it. By the time I came back, these little tiny positions that I ignored started to hurt a little bit, so that sucked. I think one was like 24% loss, but it was a very small position.
Yeah, it was a small position, so it sounds bad, but it really isn't.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, either way, really sucked, and figured I should put that out there because, you know, we didn't get that video done,
Right,
and
right.
want to make sure that we're clear about everything and just upfront, honest, letting you guys know what's going on.
Yep.
So, anyways, thanks again.
Yep. Check us out. Hi, I'm Sarah with Mighty Soldiers Trades. We really appreciate your support. If you like that video, please like and subscribe. Thanks.